Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Missy Cooking on a Budget, and I'm Missy. So, if you watched my video yesterday, Ed was going to make fruit skewers, but, yeah, he's still cleaning off the porch. Barbecue's in about 3 hours. I'm making a fruit salad, because I'm not going to cut them all, and we're just going to make a fruit salad. Nice and easy. But I'm still going to come on. I'm going to let Mike make a couple skewers. Those will be his personal ones because he wanted to do that. He'll do that after I get everything cut. But I just wanted to show you. So I got the macaroni salad done. I got a potato salad done. The chicken's parboiled because I always parboil my chicken in here. I got over here in the crock pot. I've got the pork cooking in some apple juice, garlic, and black pepper. And I will shred that after, and then I will add some of the Sweet Baby Ray's to it. I might add a little brown sugar. Oh, I also put dry mustard in there. So I'm almost making a sauce, but not quite. Making my own barbecue sauce. It's all just going to cook it in there. And then over here, I got the corn ready to go. Just going to turn that on. It was all parboiled before. So yeah, everything is looking good. But now we're going to cut up all this fruit. So we're going to start with the watermelon. And I'm going to bring you guys around, not for the whole thing, but some of it. Talk to you for a bit. And I got this new tool. I don't know if I want to use it or not. It's for grapefruit, but it might work good on the watermelon and the cantaloupe. I don't know yet. We'll see. We're first going to start by cutting it in half. And I have this cool watermelon knife. I've had it for years. And hopefully, every watermelon that we've bought so far this season has not been that great. So, hopefully this one's okay. So, trying to keep it on here so I don't make a big, huge mess. But I'm probably gonna anyways. It's juicy, that's for sure. Well, there we go. There's our taste test. A good one. Thankfully. Good. Because we didn't even buy that many this year. We probably only bought 3. So far, this is the 4th one. And all 3 of them were not that great. I'm going to try out this new tool that Ed got me. If I can open it. And we'll see if it's easier to use this or if it's just easier to use a knife. Probably going to use. Usually it's easier for me to use a knife than a new tool, but let's see what happens. Wow. I got this in here good. Come on. There we go. I'm going to take the cover out so I don't accidentally throw it away. There we go. That there. I'll throw that in the rubbish after. My ice coffee. This way. Okay. Oh, is this something that needs batteries? I don't think so. I don't know. Alright. So I'm going to have to move this one over for a minute. There we go. Let's see. Again, no counter space. The plug is way behind here, so I have to keep the crock pot there. Try to put my bowl here. I'll clean that all up after. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oh, I might have to put it in and twist. I don't know how you do it. I should have probably read the instructions. Well, it's the same as my lemon baller, I guess. Doesn't have to be perfect. But right away, seedless watermelon. So what do you guys put in your fruit salad? Today I'm gonna put, I put in whatever I have. So today it's gonna be watermelon, honeydew melon, some kiwi, some strawberries, and I'll probably open up a can. Oh no, and I got a pineapple. I was gonna say I'll open up a can of pineapple, but I have pineapple, so I'm gonna cut that up. Yeah, I don't like that so much. I'm just gonna get a scoop of my what I usually do. I usually use my ice cream scoop. I try to keep the juice in here. But this definitely works a lot better. I shouldn't say it works a lot better, it's just that I'm used to using this. So, it does work a lot better for me. I'm gonna get a bowl for my juice. Did I put them all away already? I did. Let me get a bowl for my juice. Without making too much of a mess, hopefully. And I do save the what's left in here so the deers can have it. We'll just put it out way deeper in the woods. And let them have it. And I'll probably only be using half the watermelon. And I'll save the other half to make a fruit salad for me and Ed for the week. That'll be nice. Like I said, we usually make like one a week. And I haven't been because the quality of the fruit has just not been good. I do have blueberries, but I like to eat them, so I don't know if I'm going to put my blueberries in. But if Ed would not have bought a fresh pineapple, I would have used the pineapple in the can, because I like that little bit of juice on all of this stuff. Something that kind of gives it all a kick, but I do have a lemon in there, so if I need to use the lemon, I will. Nothing's going to turn, there's nothing in here that's going to turn color. But it's just to add that extra freshness to it. So a few more of these. And according to the weatherman, we're not supposed to have rain until like 7 o'clock tonight. Hopefully this is true. Hopefully. The rain's going into western Massachusetts and central, and I do not live in either of those places, so hopefully we have a nice afternoon. Okay, that's probably enough watermelon. We're getting down to the white part. Now, if I didn't use this for the animals, this whole watermelon is actually edible. A lot of people don't know that. I have recipes to preserve the rinds. You make pickled rinds almost. It's like there's pickled rinds and then there's candied rinds. I've done one of them for my dad years ago, and the recipe that I had was a very intense recipe. You had to let it sit. Well, now that I've done pickles, it's the same concept. You really gotta let it sit and wait. You have to like burp it and let it sit about 5 days. It's been a while since I made them. But yes, not something you can make and eat right away. It's something you have to let sit around. And I got the recipe out of an old cookbook, an old church cookbook from the South. So, my dad and my uncle both said it tasted pretty similar to what they remembered when they were younger. So, but all of this is usable, and a lot of people don't know that. But I'm not going to be making that. I'm going to let the deer have this, because it's the time of year where the mamas out there are real skinny, because they've been nursing their babies. And anything a little extra can help them. And I do like the watermelon. I like the pumpkin when it becomes pumpkin season. Which I've already seen pumpkins out. Like at the stores. I'm like, come on. That's going to go bad by the time October comes around. We buy it now. Alright. So we're going to save this one. Like I said, we'll throw that out deep in the woods after. And I'm going to grab just a little bit, not grab, wipe up a little bit. So you guys basically get the gist of what I'm doing. Everybody kind of knows how to make that fruit salad. Now, I don't particularly care for honeydew melon, but Mike asked for it. So, and he's outside helping Uncle, so I don't even know how this is supposed to taste. Well, it's nice and soft on the inside. Come on. Get this out first. So you've got the insides and all these seeds, which I should save some of these seeds. I'm gonna. On the next one, I'll save some out. All out here. Taste test on this. Like I said, I don't really like it, so I don't really buy it. Sweet. It's good. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use the melon ball or ice cream scoop, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I appreciate you guys for watching this, and if you watch it to the end, I appreciate you even more. You guys have all a great day. And one of the reasons we're having this cookout is because, you know, just to like a meet and greet kind of. You know, you see people, sometimes you wave, sometimes they don't. But it's basically people that are on our road here and around the corner. And, you know, our community where we live. And we can't change anything if we don't try. So, you know, if you are able to, throw a little barbecue. If you're not able to even throw, you know, like a big barbecue or that, invite somebody over for dinner. We're not going to make a change unless we try. We can't go back to say we want to live the way it used to be if we don't make an effort. You know, and we'll see how today turns out. Hopefully it turns out okay. But I'm putting in the effort. Ed's putting in the effort. You know, we just want, you know, you need to know your neighbors. You need to be there for each other and check each other. Watch out for each other's houses or the animals or whatever the case might be. But you're never going to know until you do it. So remember, I love you, but more importantly, Jesus loves you more. And you guys all have a great day. If you believe in Jesus Christ, say a prayer for me today that it doesn't rain and people come. So, but I love you guys. Jesus loves you more. Have a great day. All right, here is this is heavy, fruit salad. So we got strawberries, kiwis, pineapple, watermelon, and cantaloupe. Honeydew, I think, honeydew melon, not cantaloupe. So yep, this is delicious. I did end up having to use a canned pineapple because this pineapple, I got it all down, peeled, cut, hard as a rock. So that's that. We won't be using that. So all right. Again, I love you guys. Jesus loved you more. Have a great day. You know, go out and talk to your neighbors today. Go out and say hi. You never know. You know, we can't say we want things to be different and don't do anything to make it different. Okay, I'll see you guys on my next video. Jesus loves you more.